For every city you burn, I'm gonna build one high.
Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I am Ashtarothi, the voice of New Eden, and it is March 27th, YC128, and this is the Eve Universe Show. Welcome, 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 guys. I am wrong. I was wrong about something. I hate being wrong about things, personally, but, you know, one of the reasons why I'm on this channel, one of the reasons why I do talk on the internet is to get what I'm wrong about corrected, and it took a little while. It took almost a week for this correction to happen, but it did. And so before anything else today, I wanted to rush with you the fact that I was wrong about a little detail about the event. Not this, not that. I was absolutely correct about that. We'll get to that in a second. But I do want to point something out, which is, and I don't have a picture for it or anything like that, but during this event, hold on, let me drop out of this real quick and show you, because like I said, I like to get you guys as corrective of information as possible. One of the reasons why I say what I know on the internet is so I can be corrected. And thank you to Dutch Gunner and Malak for together, Dutch Gunner brought to my attention that I might have been wrong, and then Malak helped us test it to prove that I was wrong. And so what was I wrong about? Well, I have been saying this entire event that you can only get seven presidential favor. And that was based on the idea that while there are 8 tasks, there are only this one task, the trading task, does not give favor. It says right here, trading challenges do not award political favor. Oh wait, it specifically says political favor. So we tested this, and while the trading event does not provide political favor, it does provide presidential favor, which means that there are 8 tasks, 8 presidential favor up for grabs. Everyone is capable of getting 2 officer modules total if you complete all of the tasks within the election. I apologize. I read it wrong. No, it took a while for people to correct me. That's just the nature of the beast. But like I said, I wanted to just start out at the beginning of this stream so that way no one's confused. And I made the kind of clickbaity thumbnail. It may seem like a minor thing to you, but these sorts of things are big deals for me. I like to give you guys accurate information. And so as soon as it was, I figured out that it was wrong, and I stopped having a panic attack about it. I posted it on the Discord. You should be on the Discord. And I also posted about it on YouTube as a YouTube post because, yeah, like I said, I want to correct myself if I'm wrong. So I was wrong. You can get 8 presidential favor total by completing all 8 tracks, and while the trading task does not award political favor, it does reward 1 presidential favor. So our argument about our argument that like you can get 900 political favor, that is all still 100%, as far as I know, accurate. Obviously the track extension could change that in the end, but the idea that you can only get 7 presidential favor total per account is actually incorrect. You can do trade-ins. I can't remember exactly how many trade-ins it takes. I think it goes up by 2 each time. So it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 as the different tasks. So whatever that ends up being, I can't remember off the top of my head. Don't want to be wrong again, but just mark that down. You actually can get an extra presidential favor by doing the trading task. Now, let's talk about why I was right. So yesterday, yeah, but the pieces of political presidential favor but the prices of political and presidential favor are going down. Well, I mean, that's going to happen, right? As more and more are accumulated, as the methods of getting them are perfected, I assume that the prices will go down, which is actually arguably pretty good. What is the price of presidential time for reparations? Your penance give out 1 billion. Morcar, wasn't it your birthday the other day? I think that inspired me. So you, Morcar, I will say we are. Hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. Great. So if we go to my analytics right now, hold on. I think this is acceptable to do. If we look at my analytics, we can see we are dangerously close to 10,000 subscribers. So I assume sometime maybe next week, we will hit 10,000 subscribers, and so we will do our 10,000 subscriber stream. I have been collecting Plex in order to make a skin, in order to do a stream where we make custom skins for people. I'll do giveaways to be able to figure out who gets them. But Morcar, assuming you're there, you are slated to be the first one. Happy birthday. So we are going to get there sooner rather than later, hopefully. Thank you all so much for those subscriptions. But, there you go. So, shh. Let's just move on. I was wrong. It's fine. I'm sorry. Let's move on. All right. No. I will probably put another billion ISK into getting Plex for more skins, though. How about that? Is that a fair trade? Are we going to get the cheapest set of officer mods? Well, so the thing about these officer mods are there has been other officer mods that have been released recently, but I'm reasonably sure. Again, I could be wrong. This is the day for me to be wrong. Somebody can correct me, but I'm reasonably sure all of the officer mods that have been introduced recently have been introduced through things that eventually become evergreen content, like the Drifter officer mods. The Vigilant Tyrannos sites are still available in Pochfin, therefore those mods are theoretically still available. The Zoria gun is still available, etc. So this might actually be the very first officer mods, at least in recent memory, where once this event is over, there is going to be no known source for these officer mods. So while they may start cheap now, the chances that they will go up in price significant. Now, if you want to take the word for the wrongest voice of New Eden, then plan accordingly. But that is something to think about. All right, so I do want to talk about though how I was right. So yesterday we saw this. Remember the Wrath of Tyrannos crate can give the Strategos. Well, yeah, but if I remember correctly, that again, I think that still can drop in theory in the Vigilant Tyrannos site. So that still does have a source even to this day. Either way, so yesterday I was talking about the Historic Carrier crate, which was added into. Hold on, let's go to here and go to Hoboleaks. We can see yesterday. All of those particles got put in. We talked about that, but then we also mentioned this crate. And the thing that stood out to me was that the crate specifically says that there's a 6.25% chance to contain a specific skin. And this has now become my red flag. And in the same way that the purple diamond on skins do. When I see this, I think I figured out, I'm pretty sure that the pattern is now held. Because the first time that they did this, they didn't put that on, and I'm 99% sure that this is a legal thing, right? So I have yet to see a single time that a crate like this that drops in game specifies this rule. When we see this posted on the crates, it is so far as I know, exclusively when that crate will be part of a project, some sort of deal or offer that involves real life money. And that is because, there are laws, gambling laws that kick in as soon as you have a random thing that is part of your, an actual transaction, right? So, in that. So when I saw this, I was like, man, I bet you that this is going to be part of some sort of deal. Best of luck in Pochman, though. Well, I didn't say that it was easy. I just said it was available, right? There's a difference between extremely challenging and impossible, and it'll be extremely challenging in like a month and a half. It'll, in theory, be extremely challenging to get a Strategos siege mod, but it'll be impossible to generate a new Tenzin missile disruption mod, right? Because the election will be over. Either way, so when we see this, the actual chance for the thing to be any given thing in this setup, that to me has become a red flag that this is going to be part of a like real money transaction. And you know, some of you guys doubted me. We had a back and forth about this, but you know what? I feel a little vindicated. I think that this is something that we should just key in on, in the same way that the purple diamond means that a skin is going to be part of some sort of project that involves real life money, either, you know, for the on the Nest store, part of a sale or anything like that. So too, if we see a crate added with this percent chance, we will see it sold for money, right? So here we go. There's now a new sale that is 15% off Omega plus the carrier skin. So basically, is this, again, and this is kind of nice about these sorts of deals, because when we break down like the $80 pack, we have to like figure out how much everything's worth in order to figure out whether or not it's worth it or whatever. This is just 15% off, right? So 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, is it worth it? It's 15% off, right? The skin itself doesn't really matter in that calculation. It's just an extra. But I do actually want, let's stock up real quick while we look at this, and I'm going to hop over to my other character so that we can look at which ones are the good ones to get. So effectively, basically, if you do 3 months, you get one of these crates. If you could do 6 months, you get 2 of the crates, and you get 12 months, you get 3 of the crates. No big deal. Pretty easy. And these are the different ships that we're going to get. And let me hop over to my G to Alt so that way we can look at all these different skins and their value, see what we have to say about them. And then when we're done with that, there isn't much more to talk about today. So we're going to hop into an exploration ship and try to do the exploration track as much as we can of the event. And that'll be today. They could be added as rare drops into the evergreen road drone sites and wormholes. It could, but it doesn't really make sense to. Like with the Tyrannos ones, those were always part of the Vigilant Tyrannos sets, and it would be extremely odd for the presidential candidates that lost the election to somehow continue to have their officer mods drop in wormhole space sites. I'm not saying that they won't do it. I don't see that happening. All right, let's log out real quick and hop over to my G to Alt. Road drones crashing the election headquarters at the end of the event. I mean, could be. Why is it that it's showing up there but not in my client? I hate YouTube chat. YouTube chat works so poorly. All right. Let's see here. We got... I'm just going to close this because you don't necessarily need to look at the whole list, right? In fact, we'll just... yeah, I'll pull this list to the side and we'll look them up one at a time. We got the Thanatos. Let's look up the... We'll do it by ship. That'll be a lot easier. So we're going to look up Thanatos. And the first one is going to be the Das Revenor skin. Das Revenor skin, 9 billion ISK. Oh, okay. Let's look at the price history of this thing. It is a diamond, so it's always been a premium thing. Is this one new? Okay, so this one is 100% new. Okay, hold on. Wait. I feel like on the first step, we just slammed into a brick wall here. Wait. No, that's not correct. That can't be correct, right? This can't be correct, right? Because, like, okay, they called it a historic crate. The very first. So this actually reminds me of another fun one, which was somebody got the livery skins, right? They got the crate for the livery skin. I saw this on, I think it was Reddit. They ended up getting the Bowhead Gallente industrial livery skin, Serenity only, which is of course confused a lot of people. Hold on. Yeah. So this skin, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this skin. It is just the Gallente livery skin, but it does say Serenity only, which is, you know, funny. But the fact, what are we doing here? Okay, so the very first skin that we got in the historic, I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, the historic carrier skin, the very first one, not historic. By the way, now that drifters are on Pochvin gates, do they gate camp as hard as Edencom rats with web, scram, etc.? I assume so. It's old but rare. Is it old? Because, like, it has 0 purchase history. And it doesn't even have 0 orders. Oh no, that's not the that's the Bowhead one. Is that? Oh god. Okay, hold on. Already we're on a rabbit hole. Das Ravenor's bequest. Ooh, hold on. I found it. Well, okay, so the skins were part of the Federation Day, but as far as I can see here, it was only available on the Nix. Yeah, everything I see here only shows it as being for the Nix. There was a sale. Hold on. By the way, now that yeah, so like if a gate has 3 to 4 second line ship through Pochvin gates, I get popped. I can't speak either way about that. Probably. Maybe. So yeah, this is the skins return coming. Selected skins return for Federation Day. The return of the Nix Das Revenor bequest skin. So I don't know if the other ones were part of this, but I mean, there is no history for this. So let's go ahead and look at the skin itself. It does look sick. I think that's more just because the Nix looks so good now. Or not the Nix, but the now they got me doing it. The Thanatos. So, I mean, it is basically just a recolor. Red, white, and blue. How to get drifter standings. The Hecate. Oh, yeah, I did see something about the Hecate too. But either way, my point is that I don't think it was on the Nix before. Or that, god damn it, the Thanatos before. All right, so now what's the next one? Sorry, we got jammed up on the first one. Awesome. Now we also get Kali Neon, which Kali Neon is not an old new one. This is an old one. This is one of the like original like cosmetic, like when they premium skins. It looks really good, but you can see it has a normal price history. It has a market data. There's 21 million ISK buy, so don't sell it on sell orders. There are no sell orders right now. But it does look like it generally goes for, well, the last time it went for anything, it went for 1.4 billion, 1.5, 1.7. Probably that'll go down, but it also will likely go back up because it is a very pretty skin. Look at that thing. Let's put this. How do I see everything I need to see? Okay. This thing looks sexy. It doesn't have any like particle effects or whatever, but like that Kali neon effect, very cool. I guess in a way it isn't quite as cool now that Skinner allows you to make all kinds of custom skins. It feels very much like a Skinner skin, right? But you know, it's not a bad one for sure. Next is hey Malak. Next is the Federal Police skin, which of course the police skins are always fairly popular. This thing has a price history of 2, but it dropped down to 1 today, probably because of this crate. We can see that there are plenty available, unlike the other ones, but it also looks pretty sexy. Are there lights on it? Wait, well, it's going to be hard to see where the lights are because some of the time those effects happen only when out. Oh, here we go. We got the red light over here. We got the blue lights over here. Then light of there and there. They're much more subtle than some of the other police skins, obviously. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but all right. So, and the next, Eros Blossom. So Eros Blossom was part of a big, like a sale at one point. Like, this is old. This is very old. It was a limited edition. I'm reasonably sure that the Eros Blossom was one of the ones that was like released in like 2016 or whatever. And I want to say it was the one that was released as part of like the breast cancer, like raising money for breast cancer or something. But you can see here that this is a big one. There are only 3 sell orders up. They're at 10 billion plus, and its price history is a little bit lower. We see 2.5 billion ISK and it not selling much. We see the last time it was sold was in November for 2.5 billion. So it's going to go back down, especially as people get these and then come back up. It is also one of those ones that, like, probably what was good about it is less impactful now because of the fact that people can do Skinner stuff, but it does look really good. And like, you're not going to be able to recreate this in Skinner perfectly because of the cherry blossom, like petals across it. It was really popular because it was the first pink skin. I think there's a Rosetta Dawn skin, Rosa Dawn or whatever for the industrial ships, or the mining ships, and then there was the Eros Blossom for some of the other ships. They were very very limited in have. Right now, if you win that, you could get a 2 billion ISK payout just by selling to this buy order. Taka Big Skins has risen me from the dead. Ooh. I have summoned thee. All right, so next is, that's it for Thanatoses. So let's go with Chimera, and that would be, oh gosh, Carolola's Sacrifice. This is the skin for the lore nerds. Those of you who have ever watched the Caldari video, where Akimaka Saraki is talking about we remain Caldari no matter the cost, and they're talking about Tovil Toril and how impactful that was and how he's a hero of the Caldari. Anybody who knows anything about the Caldari knows the story of Tovil Tobel, who is the one who sacrificed himself to save the Caldari people, and his ship was... I'm not going to pronounce anything right, but this Cariola's was the name of the ship. And so this is in honor of him. And it's one of the few ships, it was one of the first ships to have banners. It is a very nice looking ship. Those banners are obviously not going to be part of a Skinner thing, so it is pretty unique in that sense as well. Let's see, and it's worth Right now, it's worth 3 billion to 20 billion sell, 500 million is buy. It was sold this morning for 6 billion ISK. The last time it sold for 800 million at the beginning of the month, which that sucks for that person, I guess. But look at that. The last time it sold for 15 billion. Then before that, 14 billion. It is one of those ones that like almost certainly will go up in value because it does. Like I said, it's the kind of thing that when somebody sees the skin, hey, thank you so much. Arydanika the Queen coming in with 35 months as a supporter. Champion. At any rate, so we got the the banners are going to make it very famous, and of course the lore aspects of it. There's going to be a lot of people that have the Chimera that is going to see this as being valuable. So this is a good winner if you get that one. Next is the Matagu Sea Beast. A little bit less impressive in my opinion. It is kind of just a recolor, and you can see that it's 214 million the last time it was sold, which was in December. So it's even before this came out, it wasn't as valuable. We do see people trying to sell it for 900 million, 1.4 billion. There's a lot of them on sale, so likely it won't have that high of value. And also you can see like it is kind of cool. The Sea Beast was supposed to have like an opalescent color to it, but it got changed to being kind of flat right before it was released, which made me kind of sad. And this is obviously something that could be easily recreated, at least on some level, in Skinner. So if you get this one, I guess I apologize. That hurts. 3 years next month. Oh, we've all been here too long. Then there's Rada Sunset, which is another one that is like cool for lore. But not. We'll see how much it's worth. So the Rada Empire was the Caldari Empire before it became Caldari. It's the thing that collapsed like kind of shortly before the Gallente contacted them. And the Rada Sunset, I think, was the first skin that wasn't, or it was part of the rollout of the, oh man, what is it called? Designer skins, where instead of being the colors of one of the corporations, it was like its own unique thing. So we can see here again, not that much. Sell orders for 180. This actually might even be still available. Hold on, let's look at what's available. This takes a little while. Come on. Come on, market. Stop being bad. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So we got Ghostbird and Steel Cardinal. So no, it's not still available, but well, that's bad because the Ghostbird is actually one of the things that you can get, so that'll be even worse. But yeah, so the Rada Sunset skin is red and white. It's pretty fine. Again, it's one of those ones that could be probably easily recreated in Skinner. It's low value now. I don't see it being in high demand ongoingly in the future. So again, if you get this one, I'm sorry. If you get a Chimera skin, you're probably, and it's not the sacrifice skin, it probably sucks for you. Next is going to be the Ghostbird, which is the one that we just saw. It is actually good looking. Like if you get it, you might still want it. And there's not any orders for it. But no, 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 don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Hold on. Oh, also make sure to get your 15,000 skill points. I forgot to say that on earlier this week, and I apparently forgot to do it earlier this week. Come on, come on, come on. How? Am I doing something wrong here? Does this, I guess, okay. So does this just mean that no one has actually bought it at all in the last year? Is that the reason why it's appearing this way? Because this can't possibly be true. Also, how is this true? I missed the main part? Wait. What did I miss? Oh, what have I missed the stream? Yeah, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You can get a presidential token from the trade track. I talk about it more at the very beginning, but yeah. What's tripping me? What's tripping me is this item is currently available in the New Eden store, and yet it has no purchase history, which implies to me that while it can be gotten via Plex, no one has sold it in at least the last year, and that blows. No, I understand that you won't see nest sales, but my point is that there's an ongoing source for it, and no one is buying it for ISK. That confuses me, because most things that are available on the Plex market, or in the Nest store, people can then flip it to turn it, sell it for ISK or whatever. So just the idea that they're usually, when I see no sales history, I think, oh, this must be brand new, but this can't be possible with this one. It has been there, and it's been there for a long time. So the fact that it has been there this whole time and yet no one has bought it kind of blows my mind. Its value in ISK is not worth buying it from the market. Well, but you would think that there would at least be somebody putting it on the market for what they want it to be sold for. And there are sell orders, and some of those sell orders, there have been buy orders. There have been people that have been trying to buy it, but no one trying to sell it. I find that really weird. Yeah. Look, there are likely explanations for this, and I think that this is, if anything, this is a sign that Skinner. It'd be kind of cool to look at the purchase history of it. That's not something to make money on. I don't know. I have this idea that if it can be traded on Jita, likely it is traded in Jita just by somebody. Somebody will do it. But I think that this might just be how. This skin, probably more than most, just gets completely muscled out by Skinner. And 250 Plex is a lot. That's just a pretty extreme thing to me. But some people are going to win it. So I think that I bet you, if we looked at historical graphs before Skinner was released, we might see. You flip carbon and G. Yeah, exactly. People buy fucking carbon. This is a very unique. I don't see this very often. Is all I'm saying. Sell orders are too low compared to its value in Plex. I'm not confused about that. I'm confused about the lack of. No, I'm not confused about the lack of buy orders. I'm confused about the lack of sell orders. Either way, doesn't matter. I think that it's probably getting muscled out by Skinner more than anything. Man, the Chimera is really missing out. All right, and next is the Archon. We have Crown and Swords. Crown and Swords are usually sold only during the Amar Imperial Day, whatever. Basically, the anniversary of Katish Tashmerkon's ascension to power. The Crown of Swords is a direct reference to Katish Tashmerkon. There's currently a sell order up for 10 billion with a buy order of 500 million. The price history shows that it has been bought at 10 billion. Back in November, right? Yeah. But it looks pretty sick too. And if I remember correctly, doesn't it have a particle effect? Or no, it just has the symbol on the side. But it's got the red and the gold. Again, like a lot of it has to do with it is a reference to Katastash Merkon and her Pax Ikitse Do. So as Holy Amar marks the end of its third year of the reign of her most supreme or sublime and imperial majesty, Catus the first apostle of the true faith and sovereign defender of the imperial right, the Theology Council's supreme sober of theology affirms the divine inspiration of the Empress's Pax Ikitse Do and promulgates it to all who shelter within the embrace of Holy Amar and the imperial right. So this is the idea of like the peace of the two swords. It's the idea that the Katastash Merkon has both planetary authority and spiritual authority alongside the sword of spiritual authority alongside the sword of temporal power. So in the same way that like the sacrifice skin would be a big one for Amar for Caldari pilots, this would be a big one for Amar pilots. And normally you would expect, the Caldari one to be the Caldari one often gets sold during Liberation Day, if I remember correctly, or not Liberation Day. Whatever the Caldari one is called, or Incorporation Day, or whatever it is, and then this one is sold for the Amar holiday, but they are still very, very valuable, and they're very hard to get even during that time. Union Day, Unification Day, thank you. Sellers are intelligent. Why lock your billions? I bet that if we looked at historical data, we could find people buying the Chimera Ghostbird prior to the release of Skinner, and then that basically drops off because Skinner is expensive. Hold on, let's just do this. Ship Skinner. Create new design. Hull, Caldari. Okay, fine. Chimera. Primary color, white. Secondary color, red. Do we get anything from that? Not really. Yeah, we lose the white stripe or red stripes, but our people... Oh, nope. We get the red stripes. So already... Okay. I feel like this proves my point. I was wrong about the event. I'm right about this. You can, if you want to. If you want to, you can currently spend 250 plex for the Chimera skin, or you could spend 35 plex to build it in, and I did it in like 30 seconds without even thinking about it. Okay, well, I feel like I've proven my point. Can we move on now? Oh man. Star Captain, the Captain America, Team America World Police skin. America, fuck yeah, let's pull that one up. Currently selling for 3 billion, buying at 40 million, has not been bought or sold in a while. And this was actually I think this was the first skin that had projected textures, this star with the stripes on it. Obviously not this one. I think it was the Paladin was the first version of the Team America World Police skin. I mean, it looks pretty good. Again, one of those ones that could probably be redone in Skinner. I mean, you don't have this exact logo on Skinner, and I don't think you could project it quite as well as they did here. But hard to say. Does not get sold very much, so might be good. I mean, it is very particular, and there is, there's the whole joke, Team Amaria, Amarian World Police. There's a pun there that some people have liked about it. Like, I'm pretty sure I have it for the Paladin. But yeah, there's that one. And that's actually it for the Archon. Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on. I skipped two. There's the Imperial Jubilee, which is, again, the Imperial Jubilee is the other skin that is related to Caddis Tashmerkon and her coronation. The Jubilee of the Amar ruler's coronation is the high holy day of the imperial calendar and is celebrated across the Amar Empire. The ancient tradition of the flying banners of purple and gold show loyalty. So this is like the other one that's like, this is actually true about the Chimera one too. Like, there's two different skins. There's kind of the lower order skin and the higher order skin that's sold during those holidays. And I think that the Imperial Jubilee one is the lower order skin, with the two swords one being the higher order skin, but don't 100% quote me on that. But again, like, it also, like, you can see it's mostly in the logo with the Amar with the wreath behind it, and it's the gold and purple. I think of the two, most people would probably want, well, I guess if you're a hardcore Caddis fan, you would want to go specifically for the two swords one. If you are just an Amar fan, then you'd probably want to more go for this one. Also depends on whether or not you like the colors more or less. But this one is, 3 billion versus 300 million. And the last time it was sold was, in the last year, was today for 300 million. So chances are it wasn't part of last year's sales. So it could be pretty good. Some of these are going to be hard to predict. But yeah. And then Iron Blood. So Iron Blood is interesting because Iron Blood, again, doesn't have any market data. This one also might actually be legitimately new. This one might have been a mistake. CCP, like, the real thing is that, like, the people that are running these things at CCP, they're doing a good job. I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but they don't have all of the historical knowledge that goes into this. So there's going to be these weird little edge cases and stuff. And I suspect that this is one of them. Here is the skin. It looks pretty sick. Don't get me wrong. I would have to find evidence that this was ever available to anyone. Because, so the Iron Blood skin are a very, very weird skin. They used to be called the Crimson Harvest YC128 skin, I think it was, because they were kind of introduced during either the first or second Crimson Harvest, but they didn't actually drop during the Crimson Harvest. There was a couple of them that got given away as like Twitch stuff and all that stuff, but it was actually the Cold Iron skin. This one was the one that actually did drop. And so for years, these Iron Blood skins existed as just a skin that existed in the game but never dropped for anything. And eventually they changed it from Crimson Harvest YC118 because that didn't make any sense to Iron Blood. And then for a few years during the Crimson Harvest, if you sided with the Blood Raiders, you would get an Iron Blood. You would get the rewards were Iron Blood skins, but those, I believe, were bound to account. And then, of course, after a couple of years of that, with the Order of Saint Tetramon versus Blood Raider, it was originally Silver Hand versus Blood Raider, but as that has kind of progressed over the years, they actually changed it from doing Iron Blood to just the standard Blood Raider skin, which this one does not have. So I don't know if this was ever a skin that could be obtained prior to this. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, but I suspect that this is one of the ones that wasn't obtainable before. And it's also interesting because it's one of the ones that should... Yeah, it's one of the few ones, original ones, that changed the lighting of the ship, like the little lights and doodads on it. It's not quite as noticeable on some other other versions of. Actually, I guess a lot of them changed the color now. But yeah, Iron Blood is strongly related to Blood Raiders. It was part of the Crimson Harvest, but very, very few of these skins are actually out there to be bought and sold. And you can see there's none for sale, and there's a 2 billion-isk buy order. So once again, if you get this one, then you could just turn around and sell it right now for 2 billion-isk in theory. Marketing departments tend to churn people. I mean, the game is 20 plus years old now, guys. Like, this is just the nature of the beast, right? They're not going to have like CCP Fozzie personally look over everything for things being wrong or whatever, right? Like, and at a certain point, it kind of doesn't matter. Like, it's totally fine that a Serenity only skin gets out this way, or that this is a historical crate, but it actually is a brand new one. Like, who gives a crap in the end? It's kind of a fun thing to poke at and be like, haha, but like, as far as like what matters to the game, it's fine. I pronounced Chimera like every single way possible at the very beginning. So slot in your favorite one. And yes, that was intentionally bad. So that's it for the Archon. Last but not least, we have the good old Nidhogger. Freedom Revolution. Freedom Revolution. This is a premium one. It has one for sale at 2 billion. It has a price history of 5 billion. Oh. So this is a good one. Yeah, the last time it was sold was in September for 5 billion. Before that was a year ago for 2.9. Before that, 2.8. So it's been sold several times in the last year at 2+ billion ISK each. So this is another one of the winners, basically. And let's look at it. Oh yeah, no, this is one of the like most popular skins in carrier history. It has the Kumok at the top as a particle effect, I think it is. This is a sick skin for a very nice remodeled ship. It makes sense. If you get this one, you can consider yourself a winner of the lottery of this particular, crate. Actually, I think a lot of these are going to be good. So the next one for the Nidhogg is going to be the Bloody Hand. This one, again, so we have 1.5 billion sell, 160 million buy, but it has been sold at 3 billion. Where was that? In January. And then not as much. I guess it was over a year ago or whatever. So it doesn't get sold as much, but it is pretty high value. So this actually has like this is another one of those like, so this is the Mimitar this is the Mimitar equivalent of those other two, where it's like this has huge lore implications. The Bloody Hand of Matar is like it also, unlike the other two, this directly ties in with a player organization with Usher Khan. My criticism about this is that this Bloody Hand is now like just doesn't hold muster when it comes to the pixelization of it. This is a very old skin, but it is a very kind of meaningful skin, so will have a lot of value in the future, or like, it has value to people because of that. CSP nerfed all the Mimitar skins. Most of these skins had a projected Kumok, and now the projection is gone. Some of them did. A couple of them did, for sure. But it's mostly this one, Chainbreaker Kumok. I think actually, Neon, if you thought that was true, it must have been a mistake, because this was the one that was supposed to have the projected Kumok alongside Freedom Revolution. But sometimes they make a mistake and the particle effects start appearing on other skins that it's not supposed to. So, yeah, the Bloody Hand skin has the most like background. Oh wait, hold on. But it also can be bought with Plex. So this is 390 Plex just off the cuff. So that's its value, even though it isn't bought very much. Now, of course, you're not going to be able to make this in Skinner, but this as long as it's here, it means it's not going to climb in price like some of these others do. Oh, I just saw the Team America World Police Amarian skin is also available still on the Plex market. The Crusurl skin, I feel like this is they just felt like they had to throw in one that was kind of a dud, maybe. Although I mean it hasn't been bought or sold in a while. This is one of the older ones. This is this is one of the clans of the Mimitar. You can see Crusurl, there's the logo right there. I mean, it looks pretty good, but again, this is one of those ones that could easily just be recreated in Skinner if you needed to. So definitely not as likely how high value as the other ones that we saw. And then the Maligan Marshlight. This one's also a premium one. It's a little odd. This was a Halloween skin, and we see that there is this particle effect with the face that pulses yellow. I'm not 100% a big fan of this particular placement of it, but there are people that will like this. It is also something that could theoretically be recreated in Skinner, except for the face, obviously. That's not... You can't make a pulsing, glowing face in Skinner. And if I remember correctly, last Halloween, we didn't have these sold. So, probably pretty rare. What's weird about the Maligan Marshlight skins is that it's the main premium skin that I've seen. CCP took a skin that they used to sell and is now given away some of them as like Twitch drops and stuff. Not this one in particular, but just other Marshlight skins. So this one could be good too. We'll see. But those are all of the skins that are available in the crate. Oh, my mistake. It's the Firewatch skin that they removed the projection from. That might be true. Firewall Breach. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. It used to have like the particle effect that layered on top of this, if I remember correctly. Kind of like the, not the Chainbreaker one, but kind of like the Freedom Revolution one, if I remember correctly. But, yep. That is all of the carrier skins. So is it worth getting it? It's worth getting it for the discount on the Plex alone. What skin you get? Some of them are winners. Some of them are not so winners. But, you know, there you go. Just wanted to go over all those for you guys. Now then, let's go ahead and jump back over to Ash. I like when it changes Bastion particle colors to red on Marauders. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today, I need to... This is not the station I need to be in. Today, we're going to do some exploration. Now, my understanding is that the exploration sites have been pretty easily found. So we'll do some high sec and then maybe some low sec exploration. Are the new explorations, are the exploration sites I need to find in null sec? Would yeeting out be an effective strategy? Does anybody know? Possibly. Thanks. Thanks. Yes. The lower sec ones give more loot. Is that true? Hold on. Let's go look at the patch notes. Where's the patch notes? By the way, oh god, this just reminded me. Does CCP just like I have this like conspiracy theory that sometimes CCP decide that they don't want to support something anymore, but like Eve is about choice. So rather than taking it away, they just make it so inefficient that it isn't worth doing. Like scarcity, for example. During scarcity, they didn't make capitals impossible to build. They made capitals impractical to build. You still could, but there would be no way that you could produce them in a way that would be considered efficient by anyone's stretch of the imagination. You know, and eventually they you know, when they were ready for people to build capitals again, they rolled that back and made it so it was more feasible to build capitals again. But like, that's just an example. So my question is, does CCP hate Twitch drops? Has CCP decided that they don't want to do Twitch drops anymore, but yet they feel committed to it now? Is that what's happening? I don't know if that's what's happening, but it feels like that's what's happening right now. So the Twitch drop for this guy is over. But they have a new Twitch drop that's for, if I understand correctly, a single Halcyon booster. And they say that this single Halcyon booster is worth 8 hours of watching streams. That's insane. That is I have not seen any other game try to do that kind of commitment. Like, I thought that 4 hours was excessive. Yeah, they might be. That's what I'm thinking. Like, is this a situation where they like now are committed to doing it, but they don't necessarily like it anymore? Because like 8 hours for a single Halcyon booster is wild. It's just wild. I don't understand what's happening. Sorry, it's kind of unrelated to anything, but sheesh. Okay, let's find a good exploration ship. It's a data site, right? It's a data site. I guess I should have done it in my Odysseus, but that's not here. This will work. Yeah, it's a data. Yeah, just leave the stream open muted all night. Yeah, I mean, you can do it. Hey, I see people liking the stream. Thank you so much for those likes. It is actually incredibly impactful on whether or not people get to see the video after the fact. So you guys are the heroes. Okay. So let's see. I guess, hold on. I just realized I want to do this in a Gallente ship. So where's that? There it is. We'll grab this one. It's still better than 2,500 Evermarks. Is it? Is it though? I mean, 2,500 Evermarks. 2,500 Evermarks. You could go here and you could complete a task. Like you could get your task done for the day. I feel like a random or like a Halcyon booster is not worth that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. That's true. I still think that they should be login rewards though, again, but whatever. Let's see. Where do we want to go? We can go to Valor. We could go to... So if we go to Jafit, what if I avoid eating comm systems? Hell yeah. All right, we're going to start like that. Let's go. I agree. The login rewards, the old login rewards were actually pretty dope. This one does have a cargo scanner, not that I need it, but whatever. I think this build was for doing the hacking in faction warfare space. Yeah, I cannot believe that they, like, I thought that 4 hours was excessive, and they were like, double it. Unheard of. ESO does it in 2 hours. Yeah, exactly. That's true. If I was still on Twitch, you could get the 8 hours done and no problem. But I'm here now. Okay, we're going to go 2 jumps away. We're going to start in Orifay. I'm not going to try to scan down sites right next to Dodixie. How many players use boosters? What's the value? Well, it's a good booster. And because of the fact that it goes into your redemption window, you can use it anywhere. It's one of the Halcyon boosters. I actually have like a breakdown of all the Halcyon boosters as part of my infographics page in the Notion. I assume it's a Gallente Halcyon booster, so it should be like armor repair. It does a little bit of everything. There's usually like 1 bonus for mining, 1 bonus for exploration, a couple of combat bonuses, all in one booster. Is it which one is it? Does anybody know off the top of their head? Problem with Twitch drops is that it's starting to cause problems with their advertisers. Who? CCP's advertisers? I hated more when CCP exclusive drops. You couldn't miss the stream. Yeah, that is actually worse. But so like the Halcyon booster, green Halcyon booster does shield armor and structure hit points, ship agility, turret tracking speed, missile explosion velocity, photon projection explosion radius and explosion velocity, capacitor recharge rate, drone damage, mining laser and ice harvester cycle time, maximum targeting range, sensor strength, and probe strength, and based on the strength of the booster. So it's a lot of bonuses, don't get me wrong. It's a good booster, but like, come on now. Yeah, okay, so it was the one I just showed. No signatures here. Let me bring this over here. Twitch's advertisers, they're starting to get in hot water about Twitch having excessive view botting. I mean, that is a big thing. And that is actually one of the problems and why CCP might not be happy with it anymore, because when they put out skins and stuff, people will do it with like 20 plus accounts and just flood the market with whatever it is. They have no way of like ensuring that people don't just use 1 million accounts. If the commitment was reasonable, I'd actually watch. Yeah, I think that's a big point actually, because like the only people that are going to watch it with 8 hours is like people that are going to just be exploiting it, right? Like if it was 1 hour, then you might be like, oh yeah, I'll just go check out a Twitch stream. Like it might encourage you to go do it when you weren't already expecting to, and maybe you'll find a Twitch streamer that you like. But with 8 hours, you're like, everybody's just going to open it, mute it, and put it in a second channel or second screen or whatever. Could just have them apply to account on the redeem queue. Yeah, well, yeah, and a lot of the things they do, like the Halcyon boosters do, but they have also given out skins and stuff that were not applied directly to account, or that weren't bind on pickup, as it were. Also, Twitch is just kind of awful in general. It's funny, like, when I moved here from Twitch, not a single person. I mean, I've had a few people come and like, why don't you stream on Twitch anymore? But like, I had so many people come to me and be like, thank you for switching to YouTube. Just because like everybody already has kind of the YouTube app and can do it. But like Twitch, I had a lot of people that were literally only on Twitch to watch me. And they hated Twitch. So, I don't know. Even if I could go back, I don't know. I don't think I'd want to. Yeah, and Twitch has gotten worse. Yeah, every single news item about Twitch that I see just reinforces the fact that it's not worth trying to go back. Unstable wormholes. That's not what I need. Why do I have a Core Probe Launcher 2 in my cargo bay? Alright. Cool. Oh, why do I have a Core Probe Launcher 1 equipped? What is happening? Wait, hold on. What is happening? What has happened with this fit? Hold on. Okay, let's dock up real quick. Let's get this fixed. What is happening? Well, I don't know. I do not know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. I assume I let somebody borrow this one, and they did this change, and I just didn't notice. That happens. But I don't have a clue who it could be. Ah! Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. Throw that off. Put this on. Undock. Not even using the Alex probe launcher? Yeah, okay. Could be worse. Imagine realizing you have civilian analyzers fitting. I mean, that would be quick to learn. Hold on. Two. Okay, good. No. Yeah, everything else is fine. We're fine. What the hell? Hold on. Oh, gosh. Holy shit. Today is a day. Today is a day. Oh my god. Hold on. Whew. Hey, nope, Zoe. No. Ah! Oh no! You can see my house. Alright. Ah! Alright. So what that was the guinea pigs knocked off their cage. Oh gosh. Hi, puppy. No. Okay. It's all fine. Chaos! Ah! Well, here's your proof that I still have the dog and the guinea pigs. Oh my gosh. You are being super chill, all things considered. Everything that I think he might be in freeze mode. Okay. Let him chill out. Okay, I'm going to put this guy back. I'm going to put the cage back up. And I'm going to set myself up to have to clean it up later. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll be right back. No. All right. Oh my gosh. What a day. What a day. This day is great. I like today. Today's been fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. Oh man, oh man. Let's push this back over here. Give me a second. Oh man, oh man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and sweep back. So I had to go sweep. Real quick. That's done now. I need to do more cleaning in a little bit, obviously. But right now we're doing scanning. Let's get back to scanning. That's what we're doing. Is everyone voting for Moreau or ready to be branded a traitor forever? Yes, Moreau. The president, not the president the Federation needs, but the president the cluster needs. Every capsuleer should be supporting Moreau for a better EVE Online. Okay. Whew. Wild. See, I am a big fan of chaos, as you can tell by my apparent housemates. Why? Innovation without limits. Also, they are 3 road drones in a trench coat, which is fun. On the mining site for the election thing, if I kill all the rats, doesn't despawn. If I leave one rat alive, it does respawn after downtime. Very small sample size, though. Watch the VOD of last stream. You know, I was kind of suspecting that that might be the case. We're going to have to do more testing for that. I think that makes sense to me. The real traitor are the ones blindly following 3 drones in a trench. Shut up, Brands! So many wormholes. Okay, I just want to... You know, for anybody to do high-sec exploration, just remember, the reason why you always find so many wormholes in high-sec exploration, the first time you go through an area, is because, if you think about it, all of the other sites get run, right? If it was a data site, even if it was a combat site, those get run. You can't run a wormhole, which means that they're the ones that kind of hang around the most. So if you just do a sample size of a given space in high-sec, most of the signatures are going to be wormholes. So the reason why you scan them down, if you want to do high-sec exploration, the secret is you pick a place, you pick an area for you to scan, and then you scan all the signatures along that route or whatever, and then you keep patrolling that route. And then when a new signature pops up, that new signature has a significantly higher chance of being something other than a wormhole. So that allows you to find those things faster, while everybody else that is showing up is just scanning down the wormholes. You already have those scanned down. So when a new thing comes, you know it's probably, you know, interesting. When can I put my consciousness inside of a robot and abandon my flesh? There's some sci-fi novels that you should probably read, or movies you should probably watch. The thing is that, like, are they actually putting your consciousness into a thing, or are they just like killing you and seeding an AI with your mind as the seed point? Is it really you, even if it thinks it's you? When you teleport in Star Trek, do you actually teleport, or is the original destroyed and a new person created that thinks it's you? Does it matter? Every time you fall asleep, are you the same person that woke up? Or do you just have that person's memories? I think it's Soma. Sora is the app. Local Serpentis, mate. Only I would get a data site that's the wrong data site. That's awesome. Well done. Yes, Sora is the it's not quite dead. I opened it. I have the Sora app just for, I don't know. I'm gonna go with research purposes, but you know, just to see what it was about, and I just never got around to deleting it. So I opened it up yesterday, and it is still running. They haven't shut it down yet. They're just going to. Isn't Soma the game? I'm pretty sure Jacob Geller did a video that was basically contrasting Soma with I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. The Amazing Digital Circus is wonderful. My son got me into that one. That is a good show. That guy or that creative team that did it is actually very good. What is the other one that they did? It's not Killbots. It was something like that. Murder Drones. Let's just do the Serpentis mainframe just so we can say we've done it. Hold on. Pounce. We're going to make it pounce as we land. Just don't scan in low sec. CCP makes inking everything level 3. Yeah. The first scene is Soma when the clone jumps kills me. Digital Circus is good too. Also made aware via Ash's son. Yeah, yep. Little Ash does love him some Digital Circus. I haven't watched the latest few episodes though. I need to. I can't wait for June for the finale. Maybe I should wait for that and then just do them all. These are going to be really easy sites. I'm just going to bust through it. Hey, there's that carbon that we were looking for earlier. Actually, fuck it. It's only 10 kilometers. We can just... What is happening? I guess I could cargo scan these things, but I don't feel like it. All right. Well, that site's done. I can't wait to see my main theory about the circus. What is your main theory about the circus? I have my own theories. But again, I haven't watched a couple of the other episodes, or a couple of the episodes by this point, so I don't know. It is really good. Edencom, I thought I'm avoiding... Oh, I guess if your final destination is the Edencom Fortress, it just tells you to go F yourself. You'll keep it on... You'll keep it to your... Okay, fair enough. We'll talk about it later. Cosmic Signature... Wow, that was very easy to hit. What? What happened? No, it disappeared. Did it disappear? I think it disappeared. Right? Because if I filter out anomalies... Oh, no. It was... The hideout is a scannable site? Okay, sure. It's a very low-level scannable site. Let's go. I don't know why I have an Acolyte too. 3 signatures. What do we got? We got this one. There's too many people in local. But they might be combat. Hold on, let's see. We're in a rear guard. Abandoned part. Well, I mean, I guess this is like abandoned parts, like home system, if I remember correctly. Yeah. They're definitely going to kill me if they get a chance. They also probably have these signatures scanned down already. So, very not safe. Well, it's only a single can. Also, these might be all wormholes. Got a Thera wormhole to Solitude Mining Scordite. You should that's another thing you should probably keep to yourself. So the ring, we want to go to the far edge of the ring. That should work. We'll see. Yay, it worked. And now it basically has to be in this little quadrant over here. So we're going to put it there. We'll see. Hey, I did it. Oh, it's a rampant drone hive. That'd be it. They'd be within range, so no one's running it right now. Or rampant drone fabricator, that's what I meant. Alright, so if we open up the map, we can see... Let's do that. I can say that, like, just given what people have said about it, I expected to find a site by now. We've been through 8 or 9 systems. 1 low-sec system so far. Man, there's 5 people in this system too? And it's a stable rearguard system? Crazy. There's that Tristan. Are they following me? Oh, that's the initiative guy. Okay, probably not. They can be anywhere, not just Gallente systems and adjacent systems? Yeah. They can be anywhere. I'm sticking to Gallente systems just because I can have the faster warp speed. For now. We might start checking out these wormholes, though, to see where they go. Two wormholes. Yeah, the sale on with Plex is, I think, over, but now there's the the 15% off Omega plus the carrier skins. Oh, this leads to low security space too. So let's go ahead and just check out where that goes. Actually, I'm going to be right back. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm sorry. Today has been, I will say, I did not take my ADHD medication this morning, and it shows. But thanks for hanging out, or hanging around through it all. But I will be right back. That's right. Like the stream, take your meds. No. Yesterday I was so like, I was exhausted, guys. I don't know if it came across in the stream, but like there was a certain, I was like, I did take my meds yesterday and I was just like so worn out. So this morning, like I went to bed late last night and I just stayed in bed for a long time this morning and just didn't take my meds. I don't know. It's working out so far. If you have extra Plex, you can donate it to me, and I will use that Plex for the 10,000 subscriber stream to make skins for people. You don't have to, but you know, it is a thing you can do if you want. I've already picked up 500, and I plan on picking up some more. But oh my gosh, so many signatures and so many people. This is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh man, look at all those slicers. And a probe. That's not great. So this is an echo. We can see that this one here cannot be the right one, because if this was it, we probably wouldn't get an echo. So it should be this one. So we're going to give it a shot. Yeah, I usually go to bed at I don't know, around midnight, 11 o'clock midnight. Last night I think I went to bed at like 9:30 because I'm an old man now. Hey, another subscription. One step closer to the 10,000 mark. Oh, look. Lots of Tristans. Some Slicers. A Deep Flow Rift, which I don't need. Let's go like that. Can we do this? Is this going to get something? Yep. Okay, it gives me an Echo. And it's almost certainly another Deep Flow Rift. But let's go ahead and just scan it down anyways. Maybe I shouldn't be in Gallente Faction Warfare. Oh, it is a Provincial Serpentis outpost. I was wrong. Look at that. Yet again, wrong. Let's go ahead and try out over here. Hey, it worked. Hey! Oh gosh. Boivin? That's definitely not right, but thank you so much for that sponsorship. A new member, you get all of those cool emotes. Excuse me. You get all of the emotes, you get the early access to edited videos, and of course, access to the supporter stream if you connect your YouTube with Discord. That should get you into the supporter channel in Discord. Just go with Tom. Tom is fine. Mr. Bombaville? No, probably not. Okay. That's the Deep Flow Rift. Where's this signature? Let's put it over here. Try it again. Welcome, though. Good to see you. Your guys' support is so important. It's why I'm able to do all this, which is super great. Boivin is wino in French? Okay. Hey, man, you chose your name. I ain't here to judge. Y'all just trying to make me pronounce words I can't pronounce. That's fine. There's another rampant drone fabricator. Please don't let this one be correct. I genuinely do not want the correct site, my first correct site, to have the signature NTR. Please no. Please no. Anything but that. Forgot to hit scan, I guess. Oh, I thought I hit scan. Good, it's a wormhole. I can ignore it. Let's go. Let's keep going. Wait. God damn it! I was. I just realized I went to the bathroom and I was going to come back and jump through that wormhole, and then I forgot that and just moved on. Because that's the kind of day I'm having. Excellent. Perfect. No notes. Glad to see it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. You know, they say not all that wonders are lost, but some of us are. Hey, 5 signatures and only 2 people. That's nice. That's better. I like that. I also just realized that I'm in a bunch of rearguard systems and we haven't found a single one of the rearguard data sites either. That's kind of wild. I should head towards not Gallente space. I mean, you're not. That's a solid point. It's the trig nanites that were implanted saving you from the gank on the other side. Yeah, okay. Yep, no, I like that. That works for me. Man, look at all those wormholes. Wait, that's 3 wormholes right there. That's crazy. Combat site scanning difficulty 2. Just go ahead and grab this wormhole while we have it. And then there's this one, which I don't know which one of the echoes is correct, so we're just going to try them both, probably. So we'll try this one first. Class 1 to 3 wormhole system. That's not what I want. I gotta find at least one site today. That's also a combat site. That's not gonna work either. Okay. Wormhole, 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 combat site, combat site. Whatever. We'll just keep going. Let's keep going. I do recommend, this has been, I've made a lot of streams this week. We've been covering all of the different aspects of the election. I've showed off the stuff about the fabricator. We did missions. We showed how to get Scordite in HiSec using missions. That might be risky, but we'll give it a shot. I'm warping to the belt. Or the anomaly. Anomalies are very, ore anomalies are very risky to warp to, just because there's so many rocks and it's such a big space. There's a pretty good chance that I might get knocked out of cloak, but it also looks like there's nobody here to punish me for that. Yeah. I just kind of wanted to check out what the site was like right now. It looks like it is... Look at all that Nice for the mining site, or for the mining missions. Hell yeah. The mining task, rather. Level 1 combat site, so that's probably a deep flow. And then this echo, I think it'd be this far echo. This would be the far echo, probably. Let's find out. A gas site? A Calabash Nebula? Oh, this is a provincial apprentice outpost, not a deep flow. I'm kind of surprised that there's level 1 combat sites in low sec, to be honest. Y'all said I keep finding level 3 sites. I'm not... Minor Serpentis Annex. Remember, rule number 1 of exploration, you always find what you're not looking for. I was promised these sites would be common, because I need to find... You need to find how many of these? Like 30, I think? I haven't found a single one in at least 30 minutes of looking. I don't know when I got started. Maybe 50 minutes of looking? That's pretty crazy. Hold on. Oof, I don't know if that was loud or bad for you guys. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Trone asteroid infestation. An ore scanned site? Ooh. Hidden crocite and dark ochre deposit. That sounds like it could be a valuable one. I would like that because, like, a scanned ore site means that somebody would also have to scan it down in order to get to you, or scan you down with combat probes. That, you know, as opposed to like an anomaly where anybody can warp to it. So that's handy. If that's what we were doing today. There's the echo, and we can see that the echo, the false or the true echo is probably this one. Man, so many not the right sites. Still no Gallente data sites either, which is kind of weird. All right, well, let's scan down this wormhole and see where it goes. You guys have any plans for the weekend? I am still trying to figure out what I want to do this weekend. I know we've got mining this weekend, as we do every weekend. On Sunday. Class 1 to 3 wormhole system. Boo! Has anybody else done the exploration stuff? Because like I said, like, I was expecting this to be far more common with the sites that I find. Now, obviously, you always find what you're not looking for, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, I was hoping my streamer luck would counter that. So far has not been the case. Still grinding the exploration? Dutch Gunner was, by the way, the guy, I mentioned this earlier, but Dutch Gunner was the person that brought to my attention that the trading task does provide a presidential token. He's like, hey man, I have 3 presidential tokens, and the only way that makes any sense at all is if the trading task gives a presidential token. And so then Malak volunteered, and I picked up a bunch of stuff to finish the trading token and confirm that the trading task does award a presidential token, even though it does not provide political favor. So thank you again to both Malak and Dutch Gunner for finally revealing that I've been wrong all week about that. Oh, SCC Secure Key Storage. All right. I'm not grumpy, you're grumpy. What are you talking about? Whoa. That's some crazy results. Let's go right over here, pop this back down and see what we get. Also, Dutch Gunner does have a fleet this weekend. What is it? Is it a Patron fleet or is it a Drifter fleet? Is that 2? Wait. No. Okay, that's only 1. Hey, smile for the internet. 07 to you. Oh, also, I heard from Sawdeath that the NDA around Vanguard was lifted, and somebody was playing it on, I think it was Twitch today. So getting closer to something exciting there happening, I think. Another wormhole. Oh, you're going to do fabricator sites. Awesome. Oh, there's a weekend playtest? That's cool. It's not an open playtest though, right? It's just you special folk that get to do it. Show off how cool you all are. Another class 1 to 3 wormhole system. Yay! What are they showing off? Like, what is the purpose of this weekend's playtest? VIP and some new VIPs that didn't have the NDA sign up just code to redeem on the Eve site, but the codes are closed for now? Yeah, okay. Do you know what what the purpose of the test is? Should we watch the video that they put out the other day? Class 4-5 wormhole system. Okay. Let's see where we need to go next. Let's find somewhere else. Let's find let's try this one. An Upwell salvage site on planet? Okay, new map and new weapons. Okay. Otaminen? Where is that? It is... it's a high-sec system in the Forge. So it's a Caldari high-sec. I wonder if that's going to mean anything. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's a high-sec island. A single high-sec island with a low-sec. Looks like a single low-sec between it. There's so many people in this system. Oh. This is Shadow Cartel's system, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, never mind. That makes some sense. Should I even scan it out? I'm going to. I'm going to. The nice thing about being in Shadow Cartel's system is that they can't hot drop you in the system that their people are in. Yeah, yeah. Ronan, right? Yeah, I think. In our Discord. But yeah, Smile for the Internet. He's been around for a while. He's been around for a while. It's an interesting one. Apparently, one of the things I was wrong about today is the fact that you can find these sites really easily. They've got CCP running ahead of me, deleting them as I go. I mean, in theory we are. So far, not so much in practice. I believe that we've been looking for an hour now. In Gallente space. Look, I should still be able to find something. Nullsec space. Okay, hold on. That could be cool. Should I check out Nullsec space for it? We were wanting to do that. It isn't quite eating, but it is a good way to get lost. Hold on, let's it's that direction, so let's go ahead and go this direction instead. There's 2 sets of probes. This is a bad system. Now that this system is completely burned and I absolutely cannot do it, I'm sure I'm going to find, like, the next 3... These 3 signatures are all going to be the correct site. Cannot wait. The stars are conspiring against you in a very serious way. Yeah. The fault is not in my scanning, the fault is in our stars. Hey, another rampant drone fabricator. This could be a fun system to do that in. Am I using normal probes? No, I'm using sisters, so that's not my probes. What is going on with this signature? Let me just do that and see what I can get, because maybe it's is it over there? It is over there. Oh, cool. That's what scan deviation will do. Yep, there it is. That's fun. Like the red sphere wasn't even covering this area because the deviation. Pretty rare with my skills, but it can happen. No. You're shitting me. No. I was joking. Don't do this to me, please. No. No. I hate it here. Hold on. Okay. I've never been so happy to see an Aegis secure transfer facility in my whole career. Oh my god. Set me up, man. It is only one can. Well, that's the thing. That's why it's so tempting. I would have to try it, right? Even in this system, even knowing that there are other probes, knowing that there's 29 people in local, it's only one can. Like, that would have been the I'd have to go for it. Aren't sleeper caches like 4s and 5s only? Are sleeper caches actually 3s? And another wormhole. All right. Let's check out the null site wormhole. God damn it, man. Let's see where we go. Looks like north. We're going to the north, baby. Veil of the Silent. Frat space. Why are there already sister core scanner probes out? What? Stop it! No! All right, let's bookmark this. And scooch away. And put out probes. And see what the hell's going on around here. Okay. We got statistics, average pilots in space, not that many people. They've got core scanner probes too. I've got core scanner probes. Who's this guy? Also not, well, I mean, just a random guy with no history, but been playing the game for 6 years. Maybe frat? Hard to say. Probably not. God damn it. In before Jove space? Wouldn't that be cool? Where's the Jove Nebula? Wait. I saw the nebula in the skybox. Wait. How did I... You saw the nebula in the wormhole skybox. Huh. That's crazy. Wait. Is this... Am I missing something? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Caroline Star, man. Holy smack. That is so cool looking. Hold on. That's such a pretty shot. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's get back to it. Hopefully I'll scare away the other guy. Null is much better for this? Well, maybe I should have yeeted out in the first place, but here we are. Really? A data site? A level 1 data site. A level 1 data site in nullsec? Seems... Oh, it's a detect... This is a detected space! Oh no! Okay. Alright. Well... This is kind of cool. Oh no, and the fact that, like, it's exciting. Oh, that's where we're at right now. We can just zoom all the way in on this one. What? Why? What? Who just did that? Why? Hey, Michael! Am I supposed to turn that into Plex? Is that so I can turn it into Plex? All right, let's keep going. Is Michael not in chat? Michael's just randomly giving me ISK without even hanging out in chat? I mean, okay. Yeah, okay, great. Yep, I will turn that into Plex then. For sure. Thank you. Wait a minute, I can do that right now. I keep forgetting that Plex can be just bought anywhere now. So we are going to put up a buy order for 4361000, then hit 1 up, and then let's see, 10, 100, 200. So 200 more Plex. 250. Good enough. Duration 3 months. And that should be right? Yeah. All right. Cool. So that should give us at least 750 million or 750 Plex for the stream. Obviously, Michael, donations like that doesn't necessarily give you more of a priority to getting one. Neither does being a subscriber, but I will... Hey! Well, that was quick. I just got the Plex. Detected abandoned research outpost. Detecteds are cool because not only are they, you know, just good for hacking in the first place, but they also can escalate. Wait, what just happened? Oh, those were both purchased. Did I? Yeah, okay. That's the whole thing. What am I doing? There's a detected. There's another data site here. I'm lousy for data sites. But there's this other person here. There's another person here. I get spooked out when there's other people around. There's the 13. Is that... I don't remember how many Plex I put up, but they're coming in. Another detected. Oh! Oh! Holy shit! The buzzard's on my right here. He's at the wormhole. He's at the wormhole. Is he going in? Please go in. That would be so neat. Looks like he's going in. More Plex coming in. Come on, little dude. Yes! All right, great. I'm in the system by myself now. Hell yes. Let's do this. We were going to do the event sites, but now I'm just going to do these. Yeah, I appreciate it, Michael. I have a single acolyte too. Oh. Is this one going to be it? Yeah, he left. He left. He left me all alone. I don't know. So what buzzard is in this system with this many data sites and then leave? We did it! We did it! We did it, fam! All right, let's go. We got 4 data sites, including one of the correct ones. Let's do this. Damn it, he's back. Damn it. No, fuck. Damn it. Don't come back. Don't be back. Well, he's a buzzard. He's a buzzard. I think I have the advantage over a buzzard. He probably has all of the sites scanned down. So my nightmare scenario now is that he scanned down the site and went and got like a different ship to come and kill me with. That would be an insanely lucky thing for him to do, though. A buzzard versus me. I mean, I have the acolyte. Oh my god! Don't do that. Okay, I gotta actually pay attention. I can't fail this. Hell yeah. Boop. Got it. All right, we got one. One out of 30 or whatever, guys. We got it. We're done. We're good. Oh man. We got 9 millionisk out of that one can. Not bad, not bad. Faster to warp away and cloak. I mean, you know, you're not wrong. We make our pounce as we land. I mean, descanning at this point is irrelevant because he's got all the sites scanned and he can cloak. At this point, whatever, man. If I die, I die. Right? It doesn't really matter right now. Hold on. Let me double check my implants. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. If he gets me, he gets me. I'd be shocked. We're just going to run these sites for funsies. This one also has like a drone vibe to it. Hold on. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. No! Alright, alright. I have to break this one. That was bad. I didn't have to break that one, and I shouldn't have. Alright, whatever. I get the shield, break through that. There it is. Hell yeah. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. It's fine. That was fine. It was totally fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Red cans that are empty are very much just a normal thing in this game. I'm talking myself through this. I'm actually descanning to make sure to see, like, if he's running any of the sites, he's got a decloak too. Uh-oh. No, not a second person. I don't like second person. It is a drone site. Okay. I don't like second person. Why is there a second? Why is it Shadow Cartel? I don't care. Still going after the third can. EVE Online is a game about the practical application of bad ideas, including this one. A cheetah. A cheetah. Also not that spooky. Also out of system. And no escalation. Back to just the one guy. I assume he didn't just go and like... Because he didn't scan down the stuff. I didn't see his probes. Oh, I didn't mean to cargo scan it. Hey, there's stuff in here. Not great stuff. Oh, why is there a second person again? Why are there 3 people? Why are there so many people? Oh, Why are there combat probes? Gotta go. Bye. Iris Buzzard. Eris, rather. They're all gone. Man. Alright. There's so much going on in here. I don't like it here. I don't like it here anymore. I don't like it here. Integrated alkalites aren't worth anything. I've got 22 million in my cargo hold. Who gives a shit? Let's keep going. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. A prospect isn't going to do anything to me. He's gone now anyways. This is entirely too nerve-wracking. Stop bringing in more people. A Proteus? That's not good. That's bad. That would be a bad one. Giving bad people good ideas. Okay. Embracing the abyss? Transferred character in 2022. Okay, they're also gone. I don't like this area space. Is this because of the wormhole? Is this because of the wormhole I came through? I don't know. Oh, great. A spike. Oh! I think that's rule of 6, right? Why'd I do that? Okay, great. Rule of 6. Sweet. That means that's safe. That's safe. Got it. And... Can I stop? Can I... Would it be okay if I just stopped? I'm not... Jesus. Now I want them to catch me and kill me, because I want to be done. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But, like, golly, man. Okay. Red cans are empty. It's fine. It's fine. Why am I not warping? All right, let's figure out what we want to do now. Hold on. Map. Yeah, I assume that was... Yeah, basically they just came through the same wormhole that I did. When I came through here before, it was zeros across the board, and now it's 2, 7... Okay, well, neat. That was neat. Everything here is neat. Let's just go home, or let's go back and try something else. This is madness. We're gonna go back to LowSec and find a different way to go. This was a mistake. I regret my decisions. We did find one site. And my watch is telling me to get up and move around. Thanks. Thanks, watch. All right, let's go anywhere else but here. Okay. Hey, I mean, I'm not leaving Gallente space, so I'm still going to get yelled at for that, but we could do this. Wait, that's still... Is this because I'm avoiding eating comm systems? It is because I'm avoiding eating comm systems. Okay, well, hold on. Let's just do this. We're going to do this. We're going to go somewhere different. Can I go prefer less secure? Hey, that's like a whole bunch of low sec. And a lot of this is Gallente, though. Yeah, no. Edencom and I'm getting closer. I'm getting a lot closer. The drone fabrication sites have been really good for my standings. I'm still at negative 0.0 or negative 0.74. You link to place in corp? Hold on. That's a lot further away. All right, well, let's just go. Let's just go. Whatever. We'll just go. We'll just go. It's fine. I'd like to find at least 2 more data. If I can find 2 more data vaults, I'll be happy. As long as I can complete the first task today, then we can at least call it progress. Well, we already knew that, though. Let's scan this system out. Nothing ever bad ever happens in Lattister. There's already an Incursus out here. Mother trucker. All right. Some people ask me, why do you do such silly things on stream? Because it makes the stream more interesting. I don't know if I'd recommend it for other people. When I get off work, I'm going to finish grinding in the other 2 campaign. Oh, no. What? Oh, gosh. Hold on. Well, turns out, due to stuff going on, my son is going to be dropped off a little bit early today, so he's coming home. He's coming over now, so I am actually going to have to wrap things up. So we're going to scan down this system and possibly Old Man Star, see if we get anything, and then probably be done from there. Maybe I'll even let... Should I keep streaming and let him say hi at the end? I'm okay with that. What a day. Today has been a day outside of my control, and that's okay. We don't have to be in control. You just be the water, you know? Adapt, improvise, and overcome. Another wormhole. More wormholes. All wormholes in a combat site. All right, cool. Keep going. There's Scordite in Bali in a Mordunium anomaly, if anyone's looking. Interesting. So you can find Scordite in... well, no, I did know that you could find Scordite in Mordunium deposits, but they're pretty rare to find. Well, at the very least, it looks like I'm going to have to do at least one more stream of exploration to get the tasks done. And we'll test out this theory that Gallente space was a huge mistake another time. The other thing is we do still need to do the Grand Prix, and by that I mean the touring, the bus, the campaign trail. We'll probably do that next week. Make sure to hop in the Discord for any sort of news and to come and hang out with us, and, you know, consider joining the Convocation of Empyreans if you want. You can just come and hang out, give us shit. And then we will see by next week whether or not we have hit that 10,000 mark or not. More wormholes. Yeah, we will do it. We will do a full-on tour guide campaign trail fun times. What ship do I suggest for the campaign trail? Something fast like an interceptor, or something tanky like a hack? Shuttle. You know? Interceptor can be fine. Tanky, I almost hesitate. I mean, like, you get around smart bombs by flying smarter. There's a part of me that kind of wants to do it in a Stratios, but that also is a lot of money on the line. I'm trying to think. Honestly, you know what I think? If I... Okay. Cheapest, safest, the correct answer. Gallente shuttle in a pod. Malak is correct, because you also get the warp speed bonus from it being a Gallente ship. So it's just like, that is the best option, because if you lose your ship in your pod, who gives a shit? You just reset, right? Make sure you go with a blank clone, though. No implants. If you want to be the most quote-unquote successful about it, you know what I would say? And I want to hear what you guys think about this, because this is just off the top of my head. This is my crazy theory, okay? You ready for my crazy theory about what it is? And maybe we should try this next time. I have an idea. Hold on. Where is it? Hear me out. Hear me out. Is this the right one? No, the other one. Actually, I can do this. Hold on. Variations. No. All right. What is it? It's not a deep space transfer. It's a blockade runner. The Viator. So my theory behind the Viator... I should do that on alt, get more points for Alex? Hell yeah. So the reason why I say a Viator is because, like, you could go... Like, it does have a... So you can go Covert Ops Cloak, right? You can go Covert Ops Cloak and Interdiction Nullifier. And can you make a sub 2 second? I don't think you can, right? Hold on. No. Yeah, sub 3 is all you can get. And then you can go with like medium rig. It would be hyperspatial velocity optimizer, right? So here you go. I've got, and then you can just, you could like use the rest of your cargo space or like fitting space for like shield extender. And then, EM amplifier. And I mean, would you go with a 50 MN? Just in case you need to crash gate? No. Do you use 5 MN or 50 MN for... Definitely not 50. Is it only a 5 MN? Is it 50 MN? Am I... Uh-oh. Is it 50? Well... I won't have enough for the shield extender. Well, we'll have to figure it out. My point is that would be real fast alignment, real fast warping, tanky enough, and interdiction nullified. So if you were to like really want to throw down your success behind it, that would be something to check out. Maybe we'll do the maybe we'll try the tour in that. Oh, uh-oh. Dog's freaking out. Everything's freaking out. So I'm just going to have to wrap things up now. I apologize, guys. It's been a hell of a week. We've got tons of content for you to go check out from this event all week. If you haven't seen those streams, you should probably go back and check those out. But for now, I'm just going to have to say, I've been Astronauthy. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about it since 2012, and I'm here to put Eve into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, checking out the stream, chatting with us. Thank you so much for Michael for the donations, for the stream, or for the the plexes for the Skinner stuff that we're going to be doing. Thank you. I forgot to say this last time, but thank you to Sheesh for his super chat last time, and then also there was we have, of course, Tom came in as a member. Awesome. And Danny, of course, being a member for almost 3 years now. Wild. I do want to give a special shout out to my top tier Immortal sponsors: 745 MPSI, Arydanika the Queen, Bad Boy Smooth, Evo Elite, Erladis, Elange, Flash Gordon, Grims, May, Malak, Starfire, Malin, Mercuton, Mayak, Michael, Nihilum, LM1, Sheesh, Susuro, Thrans, and Rid. Thank you all so much. I need to go clean my guinea pig cage, set everything else up, take care of my son. It's been a day. I appreciate all of you guys. We will be back next week with more event stuff and whatever else I happen to miss this week or whatever. I don't even know. I'm sorry. What a stream. I've been Astronauthy, the voice of New Eden. Until next time, I'll see you in space. Hell, I had a good time. That's what counts, right? I lied. It's not quite over yet. Hold on. We lied. Everything's chaos today. super secret final moment. All right, guys. It was just pointed out to me in the Eve Scout or Eve Universe show channel by Rantau that it's very likely that all the Grissa stuff I've been setting it up is like, oh, the Grissa stuff, the Grissa skins and the Grissa booster are likely for like some crazy event thing for the final part of the election. Probably not. It's probably for Easter. That makes way more sense. Happy Easter. Bye. 07.